Well, hi folks, it's Chet from Tag Along with Chet again. Uh, Another nice day here in Calgary, or in Vulcan rather, just south of Calgary. And but this time I'm sitting in my office. I've been up flying for the last, I guess, 3 days I've been up. So I thought, well, we'll give it a break this time because there's a few things I want to do with the airplane right now. That is, I want to put some new nav lights in, and also I want to show you something that I picked up on the internet. Hopefully it works. I'm not quite sure about this. I'm just looking at it. But we'll give it a try. I don't think... Oh, yeah, that might work, yeah. Okay. You know those tabs just above your landing gear on the top of the wing? Those little white caps that fit on there? And they always have a tendency, after a while, they... maybe if you've had a heavy-duty landing or something like that, which I, of course, never have, they have a tendency to just pop off and bang, they're gone. So you check the part numbers and you find out that, yes, indeed, they are for sale by Piper and for an arm and a leg, and I just can't afford an arm and a leg these days, so I found something that one of the chaps on one of the chat lines had on the Cherokees, and he gave us a part number and where to get it and so forth, and so I'm going to try this out, and this is what it is. It's just a black little cap. It's got a ring on it, and it kind of fits in. I don't know if you can see it. You push it in, and then it should lock in underneath that little ridge there. Hopefully, that's the way it's going to go. And they come 10 to a package, so it's no big deal. And they're real cheap, like I don't know, $8 or something. I can't remember what I paid for this. I think the shipping was more than what the package was worth. But since they came 10 to a package, I figured, well, I can't lose on that. So that's the first thing I've got. They came in this package here. And I'll tell you what they are. I've got there's a part number here even that says, actually they say it's a sheet metal hole plug, quantity 10. And they're 1 1/2 inch, or 1.5 inch, flush mount sheet metal hole plug. And they're new. Okay, so that's what they are. And like I said, I've tried all sorts of other ways. I went to various other places, like basically the hardware stores, like Lowe's and Lowe's and well, the other one, yeah. Anyway, you know the ones I mean, the big ones. And I always seem to get the wrong size, or they don't have the right size. So I thought, well, we'll give this a try. So that's the first little project that I've got today. The next project is the nav strobe lights. Now, if you want to look at the nav strobe lights, they've got a website. It's called navstrobelighting.com. And the color on these is, they're just white, but they're very high intensity. And they fit right in underneath your lens cover from your wingtips and your tail light. The brightness is, well, geez, I can't even read this. This is faded. 42 EDLs, I guess they are. And they're single contact offset pins, dimensions, and they go through the whole shoot and match. And what you have to do with this one, the way I understand it, is on the Cherokee, when you turn on your nav lights, they're turned on by a little rheostat switch, which is to the right of all your, well, I'll show you on the airplane. And so according to this, you turn on first for constant lighting. Turn it on the second time, and you get 3-second fast strobe. So I'm going to try this. Now, I bought these at Aircraft Spruce, had them shipped over with another shipment that So it would be over $500 because they charge an arm and a leg now for just shipping something like this. But this is what they look like. They come in a box like this, a little plastic box. Aircraft wingtip nav lights, it says. It's 5 watts, A-151. And this is what they look like. But we're going to give it a try. I'm going to get it out in the hangar. Right now I've got my, I'm sitting in the office where it's nice and warm. And then we'll go out in the hangar. And with the sun shining through the windows, the hangar just progressively gets a little warmer. It doesn't need to be too warm in there to work, so we'll be able to get in there and start working away. Now, one thing that I found out, what I recommend is when you're changing anything to do they're $35 by the way. When you've got something and you know if it drops it's going to break, I usually like to put something soft underneath where it's bound to fall. So like especially for your wingtip things, your wingtip lenses and stuff like that, because the way prices are going these days, it's getting so damn expensive to replace things that I like to save myself a few bucks by doing it that way. So we'll see how it works, folks, and I'll meet you out in the hangar there. Okay, well, we're in the hangar. And as you can see, this is the wingtip. This is the left wingtip. And I'm going to unscrew the cover or the holding. I'll just unscrew it. But I've got a piece of plastic all bunched up just in case things fall. Can't remember how long these things are. Must be long. Okay. Screws off. We're going to take this bulb and put it in there. Well, folks, that's what it looks like without the lens on. And it's pretty bright, I'll tell you. That's with it flashing, and I'll probably have that on all the time, the flashing one. So I'm going to turn it off again now. Well, that looks pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. So we'll just put the lens cover back on again. Okay. Well, let's see what it looks like with the lens on. I'll just whip over here again and turn it on again, see what happens. And then you can figure it out for yourself whether or not it's worthwhile. All right, here she goes. Okay, that's what it looks like with it flashing now. So let's take a look. Well, we'll have to take a look as well. Oh yeah, I like that. Wow, that is nice. $35. I don't know. Probably wheeling is a lot better, but I can't afford that kind of money. So we'll flip this one off and then we'll do the starboard side. Okay, now time to do this side. There we go. So while I've got it out, might as well clean it. Well, it's hard to see in there, so let me just get a flashlight. Don't like forcing these things. Okay. Well, there you go, folks. And that's the way it looks after the first turn. And you turn it off again, and then it flashes. But now we'll put the cover back on, and we'll see how it works then. Let's see if I can figure out how this goes on now, because this does have a certain way. Okay. Well, stand by and we'll see how this one works with the lens on. Okay, that's the first turn. That's the second one. Yeah. I like it. Okay. There's your master switch and your fuel pump and your landing light. Now to the right, there's a rheostat switch here. I'm sorry, right there. Mine's white. Okay. So when you turn it on, it goes click. Okay, it's off right now, but when it goes click, there, it won't go any further. Then what you do is you turn it on once, and your nav lights are on. Turn it off again, twice, it flashes. So we'll see if that's right. Okay, turn the master switch on, turn it on once, there we go. I had it on already, so anyway, it was flashing, and it's steady right now. And the other one, I can't tell because the sun's shining on it. But anyway, that's how it's done. Off, flashing, off, steady. Okay. Okay, folks, the camera ran out of battery, so I installed this, but I didn't show you that I installed it. But basically, all you end up doing is just pushing this down and ensuring that that the lip underneath fits, so that it makes a tight bond underneath. It looks good. You know, I don't see any problems with it, and it almost seals really tight on there. So we'll see how it works out. I guess what you could do if you didn't like the black color, I kind of like it myself. I think you know, it sort of stands out, and you know, we'll see how it behaves during my next little jaunt. But that's the one that always kept on popping out for some reason for me. It was probably because it was loose. And like I said, I tried many other little attachments in there, and they none of them really worked well, or they didn't fit well, let's put it that way. So we'll see how this one works out. Just to show you what I picked up at Lowe's and the other main hardware stores, and none of them really fit. these were either too big or too small, and what I tried to do is readjust them by bashing the center of it in and making it a little bit bigger, but to no avail. So I don't know what I paid for these, but I think I got these at Home Depot. So anyway, now we got the right ones, and they're cheap. Well, thanks for the view, folks, and we'll see you the next time. So long for now.